Welcome to Hometown Highlights. Whoa. I stole that from Gavin.
Whoa.
You just rip headphone users. Oh, shit. Look at that waveform. Whose mic is that?
Obviously not needed here. If Matt's gonna do everything.
Welcome to the Matt and Derek Show.
As Matt said, welcome to Hometown.
Hey, I thought this was my gig.
Yeah, you're right.
Welcome back to Hometown Highlights. It's your boy, Derek, Matt, and
Gavin.
That's your name?
it's Gavin.
We're going international, boys.
We want to welcome you back to our show. Make sure you're following us on Instagram @_CF_sports, where we try to, highlight some of the stuff that we're doing, some of the new projects we're coming out with. Get in touch with you guys, see what you guys are feeling, comment back. We also got a few celebrities trying to, reach out to us. Josef Martinez liking one of our videos.
A couple MLS players giving us some attention over here.
A few clubs as well following us.
Clubs,
so we're popping off.
It's going down on the Instagram. Go down on the IG. Make sure you check it out.
We have a lot to talk about today.
Good bit. 2 games.
Both of it's very good and very bad, as you will soon find out, but you probably already know. So,
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Matt's mom.
Oh, and shout out my sister, Jessie. She called me right before we started filming, told me to
Hey, Matt's sister.
Hey,
Make sure you share the video.
Shout out to your wife, Matt.
Shout out to his wife, because we're going to be moving studios pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, moving studios.
His wife is gracious enough to let us in her house. I don't know why.
Sneak peek. Yeah, I don't know why she lets me in the house either.
After the first time she meets me and Gavin in like a more laid back environment, she's like, who are these guys and why?
Lord.
These are terrible people.
Why
Get them out of my house. What? So let's kick it off with the good. 2 wins.
2 wins.
That's 6 points for Atlanta United. That's a great start.
After an awful loss, I was glad to see that bounce back. Yeah.
Is that for an
It was good to see the bounce back, because I was worried that maybe we'd slump at the end of the season, but it looks like we're still on our way. But there's a couple tough games ahead still. But
by the way, for that first game against FC Cincinnati, I was almost right. I was half right.
I was very close as well. I guess 2-1 for it.
No, I guess 2-1, didn't I?
No, what did I guess?
I guess
3-1.
I guess 2-1, yeah.
That's right.
So I guess I'll take over the first game against FC Cincinnati, where all 3 of us actually got together and watched the game. Decent game. I yelled at the TV quite a few times.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. It was not a decent game.
Against Cincinnati?
We won.
I don't care.
The first half wasn't decent. The first half was awful. We looked
The
awful.
entire game was awful, other than the fact that we won.
I strongly disagree. I think we controlled the entire second half. What are you thinking about, Derek?
I think against Cincinnati, that's disrespectful. I think we should have smashed them 6-0. I think Josef should have got a hat trick. Villalba should have came on in the second half, scored another hat trick. Didn't happen. Villalba didn't start.
That was weird to me. But he got a good amount of time. He got like 30.
Yeah, he got. I'll say that. Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. Okay. We controlled the entire second half. Okay.
We did. I will say that. Yeah.
Josef had some incredible goals. Assist from Pity. Big props to him. He played well that game. So I wouldn't call it abysmal past the 45th minute. You know what I mean? Anywhere past that, we did a really good job. We controlled the game. They had a few chances in the first half, couple chances in the second half. Nothing much though.
I will say my score prediction was almost accurate if that Cincinnati player didn't get robbed with a deflection in like the 80th minute. He was right on the goal line. All he had to do was just touch the ball, but he got a deflection for it. Yeah.
Or like skill play.
Pity got his assist, and I called it.
You did, Matt.
That's
good on you.
Good facts there from Matt.
Shout out my boy Pity.
So I want to talk about Josef's goals because he got both of them in this game.
Heck yeah, brother.
That second goal, though.
That's the one we're really gonna talk about.
That's all.
But what about the first goal? That like entire pitch tic tac, where he like did the long lob pass to Pity. Pity does another long lob pass to him.
He
in the box.
basically from the attack.
This video right here
from the defensive third. He chips it to Pity in the attacking third. Runs that length.
Yep.
Gets the ball back. Scores. That was impeccable.
Great.
Not too long after halftime as well, so it's big. We were at a restaurant watching, and I was like, dude, if we don't score pretty quickly, I'm going to get really worried. And then, less than 10 minutes later, oh, come on.
Josef, you didn't have to do it to him.
You didn't have to do him like that.
But
you did.
We're so glad that you did it. Let's say that.
Overhead flick, pull down to the left, fake shot, left-footed curler to the left side net.
Like, you can't stop that.
You can't.
Like that.
You can't.
That's art.
You can't.
That's art.
That's art.
Like, I don't care what
That's
you think.
beauty.
It's art.
That is grace. That is
Josef Martinez.
Josef Martinez. Maybe. What is it?
What?
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Venezuelan power. I don't know.
Maybe it's his
Maybelline.
No, maybe it's his frosted hair.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's frosted tips. Anyway, that was. I mean, I don't have anything negative to say except for the first half, but we came back out of it. If we hadn't come back out of it and we still won, I would have talked about it.
Oh yeah,
but because we completely flipped from our first half look and we looked completely different in the second half, I can't really be mad about it. They just had a slow start and they got up out of it. You know what I mean? They started putting in the effort. It was faster play, it was more control, faster play. Things were just better, more shots.
Yeah, that's fair. The only thing I was really disappointed is the fact that they're like, what, second in the table, second or third right now?
Third, I think.
They might have moved up to second after these 2 wins.
Yeah, but we lost. We're still third.
Yes, like top of the table, going like literally against the very bottom of the table.
Yeah,
it should have been a more dominant.
It should have been,
performance.
but scoring 5 goals in a game, it doesn't matter who you're against. That's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, we pulled second.
Okay, so we are second right now. That is a difficult thing no matter what. So like a 2-0 win, a shutout, clean sheet. That's a solid win.
Yeah,
it's a solid win, and just full control of the game.
It's 3 points.
3 points on the board moves us up to second. After this other win as well, which I want to briefly touch on that. I just saw New York City's first in the East. We're playing them next week.
4 points behind, so
yeah, it'd be a big thing to
need to at least get a win. Then we're still 1 point behind, but
then
it's
it's
more
possible.
manageable.
Yeah, because then they draw, we win. It's possible to still get the
top of the East.
Get top of the East.
Yeah,
which would be big. Are we on level games right now?
Yep. Played 31 games.
Okay. Got you. So now let's move into San Jose. Okay. Now, me and Derek were in Atlanta
while this happened,
but we were about a mile away from the stadium. We could still see it in the distance, and I was getting
It's a beautiful sight to always see the
Oh,
Bends.
it's great. We were at the aquarium, in case you were curious.
No one cares, Gavin.
No one cares. But we could see the stadium from the parking garage, and I was like, man, I wish we would have went to that dang game. I was
telling you, tickets for $30. Like,
especially as I was getting these
finished
phone updates where my phone would go bzz, and I would check it, and at first we were just up 1-0. Lucky deflection. Miriam takes a shot.
No, it was an early 1 lead though.
Yeah, like 4 minutes in. Yeah, but it's still a lucky deflection, but it goes in. Lucky deflections are the theme of the entire game pretty much until the end, because in the 27th minute, a cutback goes off Bragazan's leg. Unfortunate. He did what he was supposed to do. Nothing on him on that one.
That's just part of the territory.
Yeah, he was trying to block a pullback. Happens. Yeah, before he comes with the territory. This is where it gets exciting. Okay.
Exciting.
So Christian Espinoza. Let's talk a minute about that. Thoughts, gentlemen? Hold on, wait. Let it play. Let it play.
Straight red.
It's playing.
Straight
it's currently playing. Okay, thoughts on that, gentlemen?
Did you see him literally just step?
Calculated.
Just step. Oh, I got the ball. No, you didn't touch the ball.
Calculated, right?
You stepped right on Escobar. That should have been a straight red, not a second yellow, a straight red. Get out of the game. Either way, you're out.
Thoughts, Derek?
Can we use explicitives? Because there's a lot of explicitives that come to my mind.
I mean, that's to your discretion, sir.
Well, I think he is a mother bleeping truck.
Yeah. I mean, can't say much better than that. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It was just very calculated. You could tell it was calculated. The ball wasn't even near his legs. The ball was 2 yards in front of him, and he stomped on it.
You can see he just clearly stomped on it.
And he wasn't running. It wasn't like he was running and it just happened to step on him. No, he was walking over there, stomped on him, then went after the ball. Yeah. So get him out of here. Come on, guys. Like, what?
Keep it clean, guys.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I know, like, it's a sport. You want to get rough. You want to get rowdy. We're down for that. We're from the A, rowdy and proud.
I mean, yeah,
but don't injure somebody or potentially ruin their career by trying to step on their freaking ankle. Like, come on, guys.
The difference is, like, I like when games are kind of high energy. I get it. Big tackles. LGP putting in tackles.
Like, you want to see some passion in your play.
Yeah, but. Yeah, like, no matter what, dirty play, if it was an Atlanta player, I'd be saying the same thing.
Yep.
Okay, it's not about favoritism. It's not about the fact that he's on the other team. No matter what team you're in, number one, I don't want to see players get hurt, no matter what team they are, who they are. Okay, I don't want to see people just being absolutely calculated and intentional and just really trying to mess someone up. You know what I mean? Because that, like, where he hit that, if he'd have hit it lower on the leg, could have been right above the ankle. You know what I mean? Yeah, it could be problems.
It
Yeah,
just
like
rubs you the wrong
that could be
way.
just life problems. You know what I mean? Not even just. I'm not even talking about like, oh, playoffs. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Like, oh, that guy can't walk for a while, and even when he can, it's probably not the same.
For that, there was a whole lot of nothing. Some good attempts by both teams. I liked what Atlanta was doing. I will say that. Gressel was really showing some force in this game.
Yeah, he was predominant.
Like, he had
Him and Hyndman as well. But I'll get to Hyndman.
But I want to highlight Gressel because we're gonna get to it. But Gressel was like, he was taking them shots from that far right. Like, it was a tough angle. Both shots went like just wide or just over the bar.
But it was testing.
But yeah, like, he was putting power behind. He was pressuring that goalie. He made that goalie move, and that's what I like to see in Gressel, especially with what just happened.
And then, Hyndman to me was like standout in this game. I mean, he had many shots, and every shot he took, the goalkeeper was diving for, even if it was a little wide or a little over. It was testing him, and there were a lot that were on target that were big saves. Because their keeper, I will say, San Jose's keeper, I forget his name, but he was phenomenal.
I was about to say this, just to show that we're not 100% biased. Vega,
I mean, we just
is a phenomenal goalkeeper.
We appreciate good play.
Nine saves.
That is crazy. Yeah, and most of those like full stretches. Like he was,
and that
like pure.
Put on the screen there. Put that pity free kick in there. Are you kidding me, dude? That's phenomenal goalkeeping right there. That was an amazing shot.
Pity.
So shout out to you, Vega. You're doing good.
Yeah, and so. Yeah, so nothing really happened there, and then we get to some dark, dreary clouds and tornadoes and hurricanes and storms and earthquakes and all the natural disasters you can think of.
Yeah, so
Lord.
I haven't talked about
79th minute. In the 79th minute, I don't know what happens. Tears. Rivers. Just
in the 79th minute, while attempting to shoot on goal, Josef Martinez in the box.
it's Bowerheads.
Pity Martinez in the box. They're laying the pressure on. It's getting physical. There's a lot of energy going. There's movement. There's speed. There's adrenaline pumping in their blood.
I'm getting scared.
Josef mid-stride lays the ball off.
Yep.
To his fellow attacker, not Pity. Pity was there for the assistance. Josef lays the ball off, looking at where it's going to nestle to his Atlanta attacker. And while he's gazing at his Atlanta attacker, fixated on that curling of the ball, he's still in stride.
Full speed ahead.
What he doesn't know, Pity's in front of him. Pity doesn't know he's in front of Martinez full stride.
I didn't see him coming. Didn't see him.
Martinez, like a graceful gazelle in the African Serengeti, hits Pity. Rolls off of him onto the ground.
Yeah, the impact wasn't.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the story.
Yeah, he hits the impact wasn't the problem. It was the twisting knee on the
Yeah.
landing that was the problem. That will be on the screen, and that's scary. Now, Matt,
Scary for multiple reasons.
what did we pull up? We read something earlier, and this is Monday, 2 days after the game. So this is the nearest update that we were able to find.
DeBoer said Martinez is using crutches and feels a lot of pain in his knee and ankle, but the injuries aren't as bad as the team initially feared. Now, DeBoer also said that there isn't any ligament damage or anything broken within the knee. Hopefully, this is a quote from DeBoer, hopefully he can return quicker than we expected. We are working day by day.
And wait, I just want to give credit here. What channel did we see this clip from?
That was from SBI Soccer that we got the clip from.
I don't know where he got the article from or where he got that screenshot from, but we found it there, and so I just want to full credit to
give
that.
credit where
Yeah,
credit is
all
due.
credit to SBI Soccer. But yeah, that's where we got the information from. So good news, at least it's not as bad as initially feared.
Not as bad, could still be entire playoffs though.
He could still be out for a couple of weeks. Might not be any torn ligaments, but could definitely be
He has some strains.
Yeah, some
You know,
strains.
some bad stuff going on in there. No, I don't know, but I do know that Atlanta does have incredible medical facility. Does have impeccable people that work there that will they're gonna get back as quickly as possible. But also you don't want to. I know he will be trying to rush in, but you can't rush him in. We need him longevity wise. If he has to miss half the playoffs, he has to miss half the playoffs. He has to miss the whole playoffs. He has to miss the whole playoffs, and we just deal with it.
Yeah.
We don't want him to have this, re-aggravation, re-injury after re-injury, because that's the slope that people fall into a lot. That you see a lot, where they're like, no, I'm good to come back, but it's like a hamstring problem, and they just pop it again, or you know what I mean, or it's an ACL problem, and they just mess it up again, and then I'm back, I'm good, mess it up again, mess it up, and then your career's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we want to, as much as we want him back, if he has to be out for the rest of the season, he has to be out for the rest of the season, and he needs to sit out for the rest of the season, and he needs to get 110% match fit before he starts playing the match. Because you know how physical he is, so even if he's half injured, he's still going to go 110%, and he's just going to blast it again.
All right, so the real question is now, did we end up jinxing this injury?
Did I kill our dreams of winning the treble?
If you watched a couple of episodes ago.
2 episodes ago.
Did D-Tate kill Josef Martinez? That's the title of this episode.
We did. A question was asked of, if Josef gets injured, who steps up?
And our initial reaction was like, well, we just hope it doesn't happen.
Guys, we didn't knock on wood. We didn't knock. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, so going back to that, about 2 weeks ago when I made that call, if Josef does get hurt or goes down and he can't play, who steps up? At that point, I was very worried. I didn't think anybody could. I don't think Barco could. I don't think Villalba could. I didn't think Hyman really could. I really
Villalba
didn't
wasn't
think,
even back at that point.
I didn't even really think Pity could. Yeah. But with these past couple of games, seeing Gress on the right wing, making shots from the right wing, he's got a dangerous foot.
Well, the question, I think we're gonna see a pretty different alignment. Because I don't see them. Here's the question. I mean,
basically, who starts in this spot?
Brandon Vasquez is going to come in because that's what he's done in the past.
Do you start him?
I mean, what did he do in the middle of the season during the Gold Cup?
I say Villalba.
But does Frank de Boer go with Villalba? Frank de Boer doesn't really like Villalba. It's pretty obvious. And I don't know the full extent of how healthy he is. The most minutes I've seen him get in the last 6 months are 30. You know what I mean? So is he ready for triple that right now? I don't know his injury or what the extent is. So
I'd rather start him, play him 60, and then put in Vasquez in.
Or does he just move Pity up to Martinez's spot?
Pity wouldn't play well there. He's not the same kind of player.
Don't you slander my man.
I'm not slandering him. I'm not
who
slandering
got
him.
an assist against Cincinnati and then scored a goal, albeit a very nice goal, to end this game. It was very, very
I'm
nice
just
finish.
saying, he plays, just like we talked about, he's not as good at the wing as he is in the middle of the field. He still wouldn't be the same as a striker as middle.
I agree.
Attacking mid.
I agree. Honestly, I would like the formation of, I think Villalba needs to start up top.
I agree.
I would like Pity behind him. And then Barco. And then amongst the front three.
Whatever other.
However you work that front three,
but
Pity,
Villalba
Barco,
needs
and
to
Villalba.
be front and Pity behind him. Because, that connection could even be good. We haven't gotten to see what it's like. They've never, as far as I know, I have not physically with my eyes seen the two of them on the same field.
Yeah.
For any extended length.
And so, if they go for an hour, we don't know what that connection might be like. It might be brilliant. You know what I mean? They might really be on the same page. They might be hooking each other up. We saw Villalba taking some chances in here. He's hungry for it. I can see it in him. He wants it. So, if Frank de Boer starts Brandon Vasquez, there's going to be some questions to be asked about that. And not about Frank de Boer's decision, but about Villalba's actual extent of his injury and how back he is. Because they make it out like he's pretty back, ready to roll.
Villalba didn't play.
I feel confident in our boys. We have a good rotation. We have those A+ players. I'm not sure about their chemistry. They haven't all played together.
I think you could get there though. But
that's what I'm saying.
They have been working together. It's not like they haven't played with each other at all. Training ground stuff.
You with people 5 days out of the week. You gotta.
Yeah,
but I will say there's a different versus training versus you're in a real match.
Obviously, it's gonna be different. But they're different players. So again, this is gonna go along the same. Villalba's not gonna be the same type of player as Josef, especially if he's playing up top. Villalba's a lot more direct and is just going to make runs behind the defense.
But Pity's also that way, so he probably might understand it a bit better than the lingering. Josef lingers more.
We just need to see how it plays out. It's going to be good. Good couple games. Score predictions for
Well, first we got to talk
hold
about
on.
these goals. We didn't even finish that. I mean, so I'm
Hold
over
on. Before we go to the goals, I have one more silver lining with the whole like Josef injury. Before we do that,
quickly.
so there's one silver lining that I have with
Stat
Josef
injury.
getting injured. I hate it for him. I hate that his MLS goals per game consecutively streak has ended.
Really?
I
Set
hate
the
it for
record.
him. But I will say that there's one silver lining that I see personally.
Oh, yeah, we
is
talked
that
about
there's less pressure on the team to try to feed the ball to one person versus taking chances of their own.
I didn't know if I agreed with that as much. I think they feed him the ball because he scores, and you know what I mean. Like it's not necessarily about
So-
him having the record. It's
So
about the fact that
I've
he scores.
seen
but it's like
I've
you're saying.
seen games where
They're trying
Josef
to
will
force the ball to Josef.
because they want him to get that streak, like goals. Like I get that,
Or Josef,
yeah.
and I'm not happy they did that because he's set a record like that stands.
But is it because of the streak, or is it because of the fact that is it because they want the streak to keep going, or is it the fact that he had the streak?
So here's my
That's
question.
The question.
So now here's my question: if you are in the goal box, you are not marked by anybody. Josef is also in the goal box on the opposite side, marked by 2 defensive players.
If you do not score, he's going to be pissed that you didn't pass him the ball or score.
But that's
So
Deserved.
no,
Yeah.
let me ask. So like, do you pass it off to Josef, who's marked by 2 defensive players, but you're not marked? It's just you and the goalie.
You take the shot.
But I've seen players pass it to Josef.
here's what I'll hit you with.
So-
I don't disagree, but I also know that like correlation's
No.
not causation here, and
I know, I agree.
know what you're
I
saying.
understand. Yeah,
But
like,
I think it might just be that I don't think it's they want to like give him the streak. Hey, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep getting you streak, feeding the ball. It's feed him the ball because he made the streak happen. You know what I mean?
yeah, no,
And
I'm
so
not
you
saying
keep
like
feeding
he's
that guy
a
the ball.
finisher. Like that's no like he won
Yeah.
the Golden Boot last year. Like I'm not
But
questioning
you
his
just-
ability.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I feel like there's like a pressure that they want to give that to him.
Yeah.
Or like to set it up for him so he can finish it because he's a phenomenal finisher. That's why he's won the Golden Boot last year.
I can see that.
But wrapping up, let's
So, over in the aquarium, we're looking at all the fish and the whales and stuff, and my phone starts buzzing. And you know, I see it's 1-1. I'm like, oh great, well, you know, I can't believe this. There's gonna be something to talk about on the show. And then I feel a little bzz, bzz in my pocket, and I'm like, oh, somebody texted me. What is this? And then I almost fell to the floor. Emerson Hyman. I told you earlier, he was a standout all game. He was pressuring the keeper. He was doing this. He was making runs. He was shooting shots. He was making passes. Outstanding force in the game in the 90th minute. Literally the 89th minute and 50-some seconds. Scores a
Golazo.
banger in the top left. Brilliant. And I was like, oh my God, that's great. We got the 2-1. That's going to be something good to talk about.
There's nothing they can do.
Put
to
my
stop
phone
it.
back in my pocket. Bzz, bzz. Pulled it back out, and Gonzalo pity goal. He
Martinez.
scores in the 92nd minute, right afterwards, and it was a
Yep.
very good goal, very good setup play. He
Yeah.
just made the run. The guys just pulled off of him. He's wide open, and when you watch it from the back angle, you see that he just he was very calculated. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he looked far post, cut it near post, might have hit the post.
It did. It hit the post and went across.
Yep.
But
And
pity. Goal.
Yeah. And so maybe underneath this whole episode I just pull out the with
Bro,
that
we
loop.
just
We're gonna end it with that.
Yeah, we're gonna
I'll
hit
send
that
you the loop.
remix.
If you happen to hear this on the Reddit, just know that I made this loop.
You hear it? Hey, whoa, hear it on the Reddit? No, just on Reddit. On the internet,
well,
on the interwebs,
If you hear it
on
on
the
Reddit,
line.
Derek,
I'm on the
sometimes-
line right now.
okay. If you
That's all we gotta talk about.
Well, if you happen to
Thanks
hear
for
this
hanging out
this song
with
that's
us.
underneath here, you heard it on Reddit.
He's the one
I
who
definitely made it.
who
No
mixed
lie.
it. It was my idea. It was
It's
my
his idea.
brainchild, but he mixed it.
I sat for 3 hours.
hey guys, make sure you like, subscribe.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Follow us on
comment.
Instagram. Follow us on
Instagram.
Reddit.
Share us
Twitter
at
coming
CF
soon.
_sports.
A lot of I want to end it like this though. A lot of things are coming to the channel. So we've got some awesome things in the works. Like, you know, we're not making MLS review anymore, but we kind of have that new show locked down. I think it's gonna be really fun. Matt has a thing that we're gonna work on here. I might plug it a little bit, maybe a little podcast action. Maybe you can listen to us while you're at work in your headphones.
Maybe you can see some of our latest breaking news and posts on the Reddits.
So
as Gavin would say.
we're going to be really working to push some more stuff and have more engagement, you know, more posts on Instagram, more posts. Like you said, Twitter's coming soon. We just made a Reddit today, Reddit account. Is that correct? Is that correct terminology?
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
Reddit.
fair enough.
Never
Fair
used
enough.
Reddit. And so like we're going to be working on a lot of stuff. So please stay tuned. If you did like this, I mean, more stuff's coming, so make sure to subscribe and make sure to follow the Instagram where we're gonna post these updates and stuff like that. So that's all I got. I just want to make sure you guys know, like, we are between all of our jobs and our lives and other things we are committed to, we are working really hard on this right now and coming up with ideas
To try to bring you at least one smile in your day.
Exactly.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Derek and Matt's moms. Call me.
Beat